There below is Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where they're a dull moment. Presents the NBA. It's Monday night. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. DHOA.
Well, Kyrie Irving rediscovered his maternal lineage with the White Mountain family of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. His mother at a young age, and by connecting with her roots, he's found a piece of himself. The tribe gave him the name.
Now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Saturday, go back home and will be hosting the Magic. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for the matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Let's check out Indiana's lineup. Sabonis in turf front. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Warren, and it's Holiday in at the point guard position. And for Brooklyn, we've got Prince. Garrett Temple is out there with Kyrie Irving. And there's Jared Allen, and it's Harris in at the small forward.
And something that's troubled Indiana the last 3 years, rebound.
I think, Greg, it manifested at both ends of the floor, right? Some of it's about roster construction, about style of play, some of the glass. And Allen is a problem from right there. This guy's so good at using his body and his touch.
Against Warren. Shot clock at 6. Out from the arc. And Sabonis.
Well, Sabonis has a nose for the basket. Stands if he keeps moving, he's going to get to the offensive glass.
On the wing, Irving, guarded by Holiday. Harris against Warren. Harris dishes to Allen. Shot that sends. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And guys, I think the future is so bright for Jared Allen. We're talking about an athletic, mobile big man who has already proven here.
The first free throw is good. Right out of the blocks. Generally hit, in your opinion, the panic button.
Well, let's hope the panic button doesn't get hit for anybody, Kevin. But the one thing that would concern any team, obviously, is injury to a star, either an established star or a rookie they're trying to get good minutes for. But, boy, if you're hitting the panic button this early, look out.
But the one thing is, Doris, you can really kind of rectify the situation because of the regular season.
No doubt, Kevin. An NBA year affords plenty of opportunities to find your footing.
Now here's Milwaukee.
And what opened things up for him was his so many plays that the D had to play off of.
To get a shot off. Sabonis has got his second bucket.
What you love is Sabonis has both the athleticism and the strength to play through contact. Nice.
Holiday against Irving. The D. Back to Irving.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
The rim.
Normally he'll, I'm sure, find him in that.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now here is Holiday, just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Warren. Back by Allen. By Holiday. And the foul on Miles Turner. Second foul of the game. TJ Leafs checked in for Turner. 3 minutes in. Kept alive. Allen.
You know what? That's hustle and a nose for the basketball. Tremendous job. The offensive glass by Jared.
Warren. Clock. To Holiday. Outside the arc. Second shot opportunity. And Sabonis finishes it off. 6 points for him.
This guy's a skilled interior scorer. There's height, there's great shot selection. Sabonis doing work right now.
Irving passes to Prince. And 2 shots coming up. And a 4-year player at Baylor, Taurean Prince, something of a surprise lottery pick back in 2016. But Greg, he's become a very valuable player.
You know, he's one of those two-way power wings that it seems every team wants. A dependable three-point marksman who holds his own defensively.
And that one falls for Prince.
You go to their practice facility, a beautiful rooftop space for team gatherings. Building chemistry is a focus for this franchise.
And that's not surprising, Greg, given that their front office is part of the San Diego Spurs tree, so to speak. So staying connected as teammates, especially valuable in today's NBA. Love the culture here.
That one is no good. And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago after stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the super. They're poised to steal as well.
Knocks it loose. Pacers with the rebound. His 7th rebound here tonight.
They've been beating them to a loose balls and rebounds here to start.
House to leaf. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Each guy, I feel like, is committed to having their teammates back. Back to when Oladipo went out last year, variety of step up. They almost captured the 4 seed. Incredible.
Felt pretty good going into the first round of the playoffs, but the Celtics turned on the switch in a big way.
Well, they sure did, and Boston obviously had so much talent, Kevin, but we have to wonder how it might have been different for Indiana.
And he sinks second. The Nets with possession here. This game coming on the heels of their win at Chicago.
Well, so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Here's Brogdon following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Brogdon with it. Guarded now by Prince. And Brogdon, here we go. It's blocked. Field since we've gotten underway. Over is off. Holiday will bring it up for Indiana. Trailing by 2. This game coming after a loss against Bucks.
The failure to make shots on a consistent basis, that's going to put you behind the 8 ball all night.
You know what, Greg? I thought most of the shots they took were low percentage looks. The key in the NBA is, can you get your best scorers to their best spots? They didn't do that.
Here's Harris following the basket by T.J. Warren. 6 to shoot. It's tipped. No points in the game yet for him. To the game.
And they've had really decent from the free throw line.
And this Pacers franchise, 6 ABA championships, but none so NBA.
Well, Greg, they haven't been there much, right? Their only finals trip came back in 2000. It took a Lakers squad led by Heat to 6 games. But ever since, they've been chomping at the bit to try to get back.
Good, now leading by 1. 33% here in the first quarter. And with the bounce pass. The pass to Allen. Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Allen. That's good from Harris on the assist by Allen.
Shot mechanics. Joe Harris, pretty jumper.
Outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Think back to T.J. Warren and how good he has the last few years. And yet, season, he took a huge step forward by adding the three-pointer to.
First one at the line is good. And the way Warren improved his three-point shooting last year, Doris, was incredible.
No doubt, Kevin. This is a guy who went from below 25% the year before from distance to making over 40% of his range shots. He did all this while close to tripling his three. What an improvement.
Goes good from Warren.
You know, one of my favorite things about T.J. Warren is how much he believes in his ability to score the basketball. He doesn't back down from anyone.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against Chicago. Irving's shot is good.
How good that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
McConnell. Terrace. Passes it to Leaf. Launches a three, and he's good on the three ball. And the Pacers lead by 2.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Boy, neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This is a fascinating one to watch.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's been on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
A team's rebounding measure of its inner, and there's terrific here.
To McDermott. Dishes shot clock. Here's the three, and Indy another three.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Passes to Dinwiddie. It's rebounded.
Traffic.
To McConnell. He had a point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And don't forget about the defensive side.
He gets it in there.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
Guys looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively.
Looking to end the run. Goes up again, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
That free throw missing. Of course, you've seen a lot of these big men go in this league. Who would you say right now is the most complete big man in the NBA?
Well, it's come to my mind lately, and that's Joel Embiid, who I think probably could be more efficient with his three-point shooting, but is still enough of a threat that you have to guard him out there. They enter the ball through him in the post, and he can be a dominant scorer. He can also put it on the deck. And then Anthony Davis could say all of those attributes that Joel Embiid has, is complete, dominant men in today's.
McConnell, no good on that one. And it's the other way. Dinwiddie outside. Here, Waba, back to Dinwiddie. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Jordan. He's averaging 7.2 rebounds and 2 assists. He gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
Claxton the
First, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding
Their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't as we thought of as a destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most calm franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers? These are 2 of the historically dilapidated teams no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets. One of the things I love about the Brooklyn Nets is the culture that's being created with this franchise. They are punching above their weight. There's no quit in this team. There is so much to like.
Throws good from Holiday. Talk about the resilience of this Nets team. How about their 25-point fourth-quarter comeback last season against Sacramento?
Kev, they become only the 4th team to overcome that big a deficit in the shot clock era. This Nets, I promise you, they're going to make you work for every single thing you get.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Sampson, the pass to McConnell. 1:41 left in the first quarter. They swipe it. Here's Musa. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to Jordan. Makes it off the glass.
Well, you're allowing DeAndre Jordan to get comfortable. This guy is so efficient as a scorer.
1:12 left in the first. Now the pass to Holiday. And Jordan sends it back.
This is not the guy you going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
Indiana leading by 4. Right side Holiday. Pass to Leaf. Launches it. They get it back. Now McConnell. Clock at 6. Passes it to McDermott. It's deflected. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. On 0 of 2 from deep here. Oh, Dinwiddie. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Musa. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And that's a 1-point Indiana lead.
Well, how about that floor awareness by Spencer Dinwiddie, getting his guys the basketball in great spots.
Now here is Holiday with 1 on the clock, and the shot goes in. And the Pacers lead by 3.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
And so it's T.J. Warren making highlights for Indiana. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be back with you shortly. And this team has shown their toughness and determination, and Kyrie Irving talks about what he sees in his teammates.
What's going to separate us is how close we are, and when we're in the trenches together, I'm looking to my left and to my right and knowing that these guys have my back.
They certainly do.
This team has assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. No better group for Irving to surround himself with.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Pacers. They've got Turner. T.J. McConnell is out there with McDermott. And it's Sampson in at the small forward. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do on the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. No good on that one.
With the Indiana Pacers, you know you're a small market team, and it's led to a little bit of a shuffle personnel-wise. What's incredible, they continue to put a competitive product on the floor year in and year out.
Good on the second free throw. Doris, you're right. The Pacers have made the playoffs 8 of the last 9 seasons. Remarkable consistency.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Kev. It starts at the top and sort of trickles down, from ownership to the front office down to the head coach. This is a solid operation through and through.
Now, here's McConnell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. The pass to Claxton. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Sampson. Pass to McConnell. Turner with it. Dinwiddie covering. Turner inside. He's against Gordon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Right, this is the size of Miles Turner because he's so skilled at using it to pick up these fouls.
And that one falls for Turner.
Miles Turner, the 11th pick in 2015. I think defensively probably the best player out of that class. And if you view it through that prism, you wonder if going back he might have gone top 5.
Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Nets. Indiana also making some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Doug McDermott. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Justin Holiday. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And you know, Doris, there were some medical red flags for Turner that may have caused him to slip a bit in that draft.
Yes, but I think he has alleviated any of those concerns. Credit him and the trainers for developing his core and for this young man paying the price in the weight room. He's gotten stronger and stronger.
Sabonis with the steal. Brogdon right side. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
It's the Nets now, following the score by Indiana. Here's Musa. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Sabonis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Brogdon kicks to Sabonis. Prince with the defensive effort.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
A moment now to see the numbers for Domantas Sabonis. He's averaging about 19 points per, 13 rebounds, and 3 assists. All-around brilliance for him lately. And guys, he's really taken his play to another level.
Don't you get the sense, Greg, that the confidence is building game by game, and he's starting to put up the numbers that back it up?
And that one falls for Prince. If you were coaching, Doris, and you could run your offense through any center in the game, and let's take guys that are playing right now because we can go back in history and the names are endless, but who would you run your offense through at that position?
Probably a guy that the casual NBA fan is not as knowledgeable about as they should be, Kevin, and that's Nikola Jokic. This is a young, early 20-year-old who may be the best passer out of the post position that we've seen in a generation. Jokic is a guy who can handle the ball from three-point territory. He can take it off the window and initiate your offense. They run him like a point center, and it's appropriate because he's unselfish and gifted as a passer.
Gifted, great word to use, you're right. 4 on the clock. Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Over Temple, and there's Sabonis. That's good on the assist from Brogdon. Sabonis has got 8 points.
This is a real strength of Domantas Sabonis' game. He has such nice, soft touch.
Here's Temple. He's guarded by Brogdon. And here's Prince outside. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. There's the double team with Allen. Warren, good.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
In on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Dinwiddie drives in. He doesn't hit that one. So the Pacers will take it the other way.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Warren, good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Nets trail by 10. Dinwiddie outside. Here's Temple. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Chicago. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Malcolm Brogdon. The Nets have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. Free throw drops for Temple.
Well, think about the Nets' Kenny Atkinson, a finalist last season for NBA Coach of the Year. This young coach got a well-deserved contract extension, and what I love is his team competes at a high level every night.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Joe Harris comes in for David Nwaba, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And Doris, you think about how hard this Brooklyn team competes. I think they take right after their head coach.
I don't think there's any doubt, Kevin. Coach Atkinson is still willing to get on the court and jump into drills with his players. Let's remember, going back to the early days of his career, he was a player development coach. And before that, yes, he even played. That effort and willingness to break a sweat very much reflected in his group.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Holiday with it. Passes it to Sabonis. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Holly against Irving. Outside Holiday. 5 to shoot. Over Irving.
It's amazing the success they've had with him shooting this way. 0 for the night.
Lobbed up there for Allen, and it's Allen slamming it down.
Well, that's a highlight play for Mr. Allen. Nice pass from his teammate.
Pacers leading by 6. And here's Holiday. Brogdon outside. The shot clock, and it's sent back by Allen, and they get it back. Sabonis with the bucket,
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Irving. Allen trying to break free. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Kyrie Irving.
But just a spectacular display of ball handling from Kyrie, opening up the look there. Many believe he might have the best handle in the game.
Now, here's Brogdon. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Now, here's Sabonis, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Allen against Holiday. And it's sent back by Allen. And, oh, here we go. Prince has got it. The fast break chance.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Brogdon kicks to Sabonis. Brogdon outside. Cut the line by Indiana, and it goes down 2 points. Sabonis has got 8 points in the quarter.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Now here is Harris. He had 22 points in the win against Chicago.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did scoring.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Indiana. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the pass to Irving. Over Holiday. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Irving.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. That's how you have to play this guy. You got to play him straight up and be balanced.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
And a one-year player at Texas, Jared Allen came into the league as a bit of a project. He's got ample playing time to develop in Brooklyn.
A new group in now for Indiana. TJ Leaves checked in for Sabonis. McDermott comes in for Jakar Sampson. Justin Holiday's checked in for TJ Ward. And it's TJ McConnell in for Aaron Holiday. And Greg, safe to say, Allen's defense is ahead of his offense.
Yeah, but his mobility and leaping ability serve him well as a finisher, providing that vertical spacing teams like to have inside.
Here's Irving. Following the score by Indiana. Harris outside. Pass to Temple. No good that time. Good D by Holiday. McConnell passes to Brogdon. Allen with the rebound.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Inside, here's Temple. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Temple's got 4 points in the quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
McConnell passes to Holiday. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Doris, honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career and what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Both free throws good from Holiday.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Here's Musa. He has 5. Irving with the bounce pass. Here's Musa. He's guarded by Brogdon. Here's Irving. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Pacers leading by 6. McConnell passes to Leaf. Holiday looking over the war. Passes to Leaf. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Nets.
Boy, he hasn't found the range yet here in the second period. Only one triple for him tonight.
To the wing. Here's Musa. He's guarded by Brogdon. And it's Irving missing. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Leaf. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Leaf's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
Greg, you have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Here's Musa. He's got 5. Heel, and even 3-on-3 break. Lobs it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan, simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
Got a piece of it, and stolen by Jordan. It's Brogdon. Now Irving. 10 points for him. 1 second left. He beat the buzzer!
Delivery at the buzzer. That is beautifully done.
Oh. One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
It's been all about Domantas Sabonis for Indiana. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Kyrie. What got you going in the first?
My teammates were just finding me, setting good screen, and just stay aggressive, not only for myself, but for them. We were kind of in a hole in the first quarter, kind of sluggish, came out in the second quarter kind of sluggish, but just got to pick it up on the defensive end. That's where it starts.
Kyrie, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
A tremendous game we're seeing from Domantas Sabonis. He had 14 points and 1 steal. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
Well, I like their effort on the boards because it comes down to just a few key possessions. And extra rebounds can give you those extra possessions if you work at it.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
I really like how they limited turnovers. You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice passes. When you can play like this and cut back turnovers, it can add up to over 10, 8, 12, 15, 16 easy points, Ernie. I don't know how many points. A lot of easy points. They'll be in good shape if they can keep making the same smart plays.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Domantas Sabonis.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Joe Harris is out there with Taurean Prince. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Garrett Temple. And it's Allen in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson.
And you look at per-minute production, you can make a strong case that Domantas Sabonis at times has been underutilized. With consistent minutes, he can give you an efficient 20-10 every night.
Good, Sabonis. And Sabonis having to spend some time at the power forward spot in today's game, Greg. He's pretty big for that position.
Yeah, I mean, 6'11", 240. He's gotten leaner, done some yoga, worked on strengthening those hips, looking to stay mobile. And that ought to serve him whichever position he plays.
And Sabonis drops them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Irving dishes to Harris. Here's Hull. He's guarded by Brogdon. And back by Turner.
I'll tell you, you love the attitude of Miles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one.
Unloads from 13. A rebound by the Nets. Allen's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Harris passes to Allen. And Allen slams it in.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now here's Turner. Back Holiday. Over Irving. Holiday gets the bucket, and the Pacers lead by 6. Nets shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Pass to Prince. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And the layup's good off the glass. Prince has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And there's the pass to Sabonis. Back to Holiday. It's deflected. Contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
You know, Irving isn't just a perimeter player. He's so dynamic inside as a scorer. His strength is savvy, tough to keep the defense on balance.
The Nets have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. And he makes the first.
Boy, you talk about the all-time great below-the-rim finishers. Kyrie Irving is on that list. He can use either hand. So much English. This guy is tough.
And so Irving nails both of them. Doris, as great a scorer as he is, Kyrie Irving doesn't draw a ton of fouls.
Kevin, I think that has everything to do with his elusivity. This is a young man who can finish with either hand, can get separation on any defender. This is the one thing you'd say about Kyrie Irving. He does not initiate contact around the rim.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to lead the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
That free throw good from Brogdon.
And back in his day as coach of the Blazers, players called Nate McMillan Sarge for his style. Very tough and demanding.
The beauty, though, Greg, to me is Nate McMillan has adapted. He has given more leeway for his players and his assistant coaches. He's willing to take players aside and bring a more personal approach. And I think in today's NBA, that's critical. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
From the baseline, and it's Irving missing.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And the shot goes down. That's now 8 points for Malcolm Brogdon.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Temple. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And it's sent back by Turner. A Holiday, nobody around. No good on the three.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
Prince kicks to Irving. 14 feet away. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Well, Irving has been in attack mode all night. This guy is comfortable from any spot on the floor.
Down low. Here's Sabonis. Rebound, Brooklyn. Allen's got 8 rebounds in this game. Knocked loose. Outside Irving. Pass to Temple. Back to Irving. Shot clock at 5. Over Holiday. That's in. And the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Irving.
Well, the point guard position, when you have a score-first mentality, as Kyrie Irving does, it puts such pressure on the defense.
Now, here's Warren. He's got 13. Shoots from 12. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Irving with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And Temple kicks to Allen. Outside. For the lead. The rebound by Turner. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Brogdon. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And that's 10 points for Malcolm Brogdon. Nets trail by 4. To the inside, Harris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And at 6'6", Joe Harris has been asked to play a lot of minutes at that small forward position. Doris, do you think that's his natural spot?
Well, I think he's gotten pretty good in terms of his strength, if not the length of the 3 spot. He's worked really hard defensively to get better and better. And offense, though, that's where he's going to make his money. He can make shots consistently.
That free throw, no good.
The 33rd pick in 2014 out of the University of Virginia. Boy, has Joe Harris found his niche the last couple of seasons as a dead-eye shooter.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. David Nwaba is checked in for Temple. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. He hits the second from the line. Recently, we've seen Harris's offensive efficiency go through the roof.
It really has, Kevin, and it's not just his long-range shooting. He understands that he had to be adept at attacking off the closeout because they're going to take away that three-point shooting. He's got to be able to do both, and he's proven he's willing to. Great job on the glass. Body's down low, needing to fight for position. That's perfect.
Turner against Dinwiddie. Second chance shot, and Prince lays it in. Prince has got 9.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Holiday, the pass to Sabonis. Kicks it to Warren. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
On the wing, Harris. Defended by Sabonis. Passes it to Ball. Here's Allen. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Prince. And it's sent back by Turner. The shot by Brogdon wide open, and the Pacers can't get it to go. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter. Oh my goodness! What a play! Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Now, here's Warren. 13 points in the game. Back to Sabonis. Now, here's Warren. He's guarded closely to stop the drought, and it's Warren with the jam.
Well, T.J. Warren finishes with authority. We'll give you a salute, sir.
Holiday against Dinwiddie. Pass to Prince. No good there. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Shoots from the line, and Warren the bucket on the assist by Turner. Now it's a 3-point Pacer lead.
You can see Turner evolving as a passer. He wants to set his teammates up. That's a pretty look.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And very much a modern offensive game for Miles Turner. Doris not a post-up guy per se.
No, he can shoot the face-up jump shot. He's exceptional at rim running. And think about his running form. This is a young man that tried to fine-tune his stride. He has become a factor now, Kev, going end-to-end.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. TJ leaves checked in for Sabonis. Doug McDermott comes in for TJ Warren. Justin Holiday's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's TJ McConnell in for Aaron Holiday. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's scoreless so far in this one.
I'll tell you, that's just great body control even when he's getting bodied up. Nicely done. It's far more than a terrific basketball player. Let's remember, he scored 1,400 on his SATs. His mom was a professor at USC, and there's something very special about being raised in an academic environment.
Free throw no good from Dinwiddie. And Doris, you talk about Dinwiddie's book smarts. His parents wanted him to attend Harvard.
Yeah, he chose instead, Kevin, to attend the University of Colorado, believing the Pac-12 would be a better stepping stone to the NBA. And think about it, even now, this guy not shy about challenging authority. He will keep his coaches on their toes.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Irving.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 6. Back to McConnell. The pass to McDermott. With the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession for the jump ball. And the Pacers with possession here. Indiana leading. Back to McConnell. Outside Holiday. And that free throw's coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And back to the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
free throw good from Holiday.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Both free throws good from Holiday. Nets trail by 3. Here's Musa. He has 5. Pass to Claxton. He dishes it to Dinwiddie. Lets a floater go, and he sinks the layup. Dinwiddie's got 4 this quarter.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie going to that floater game. It's second nature at this point.
And Holiday. Now, here's McConnell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
A moment here to see the numbers for McConnell. He's putting up 6 points a night, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point. Boy, when you think of Miles Turner, one word that's always been attached to his name is potential. This guy is still young. He can make shots as a face-up guy. He's a tremendous shot blocker. Just continue to refine your skills.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And after first NBA decade with the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan bounced around last season, remains a supreme athlete and rebounder, though, at that center position.
Dinwiddie finds Jordan for the tie. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Jordan's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
Now here is Holiday. 8 points for him. He feeds it to Turner. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And a nightly double-double threat is DeAndre Jordan, but some dissatisfaction with his play last season. Greg, what was that?
Well, I felt like his impact has tailed off just a bit from his peak with the Clippers. Sometimes the great athletes have more of an adjustment as they enter their 30s.
Now here is Holiday. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far. Free throw, good, Holiday. And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in, and the Pacers also making a change. Ogden's checked in. Both free throws good from Holiday. Brooklyn trailing. Irving looking for an opening. Pass to Dinwiddie. For the lead. Irving misses. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. Outside Holiday. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Nwaba kicks to Irving. seconds left in the third. Clock at 4. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Garrett Temple has checked in for Brooklyn. In Indiana with a change here, too. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for T.J. Leaf. 29 seconds left in the third. Now here's McDermott. Tight defense on him. He kicks to Warren. Over Kleck. And the shot by Warren, no good. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Temple dishes to Irving. For the lead. They get the rebound. Offline. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Pacers out in front. They're up by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Head coach Nate McMillan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
Hey, what we got to do here is we got to execute offensively, set solid screens, and be patient if you get the switch. Okay, be patient if you get the switch.
Well, the message there, practicing patience out there, doesn't want them to be in a rush at all.
And why should they? Right now, it's all about making the right play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got Warren. Turner is out there with McDermott. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in a 2-guard. Now here is Holiday. It's good. And the Pacers lead by 4. Here's Temple. Pass to Dinwiddie. From 11 feet away, that one goes. Count it.
Now, Spencer Dinwiddie does such a good job of understanding what the defense is going to give him. How about that pick and roll play? That's nice.
Brogdon. There's the dish to Warren. There's the pass to Holiday. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Over Irving. Long on the shot. The net shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Here's Temple, guarded by Holiday. The kick out to Irving. To take the lead. Nailed from three-point land. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half. Indiana trailing here. Got off. Jordan with some nice D. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Dinwiddie right side. Back to Irving. The rebound by Brogdon. Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Holiday, here we go.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Holiday. Indiana making some changes. Sabonis comes in for McDermott, and Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Brogdon. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Brooklyn with the ball. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Irving. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Boy, Kyrie Irving shoots it with such extreme.
Now here is Holiday. Kicks to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Grabs the rebound again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Don't you just love watching Domantas Sabonis get to his spots? This guy's so creative on the offensive end.
So the wing on the left. Here's Temple. Holiday with the defensive effort.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now, here's Warren. Back to Turner. Holiday trying to free himself up. And Turner the bucket on the assist by Warren.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer. Pretty dime there.
Against Holiday. And here's Harris from the arc. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Warren finds Holiday. Now Turner, covered by Irving. Warren against Harris. On the wing, Holiday. And it's off the back rim, no good.
I'm sure if he had the chance to do that, he would have taken the shot.
Harris trying to get free, and it's sent back by Turner. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. It's going to be Allen shooting. It's going to be on Miles Turner. Free throw, good, Allen.
Boy, picking Jared Allen back in 2007 paid off, and already in his early 20s to be an NBA caliber starting center.
Now, here's Warren. Here's Turner. Misses the three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And they pick up 2. Prince has got the lead up to 3 now for Brooklyn. And Jared Allen grew up in the Austin area and played near his home at the University of Texas.
Yeah, Kev, just one season with the Longhorns. He really came into the league considered a project, but boy, his development is truly ahead of schedule.
Sabonis kicks to Warren. Sabonis inside. Guarded by Harris. Sabonis with the bucket. Sabonis has got 4 points in the quarter.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Allen dishes to Prince. And it's sent back by Turner. Holiday looking over the floor. Pass to Sabonis. Irving against Holiday. From deep. Got a hand on it. It's outside. Passes it to Irving. High post Allen. Dishes it to Prince. And it's Aaron Holiday with the foul. That's his first foul. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for the Pacers. Irving against Warren. Lets it go with a 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And Brogdon, here we go. Yes, it is. Or that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
Allen outside. And on the way from Irving for 3. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 15 points here in the second half.
Okay, look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
And looks like the illegal set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
He completely lost focus since the break, turning the ball over. No turnovers in the first half.
The Pacers making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Irving passes to Prince. Back to Irving. He kicks to Temple. Pass to Harris. But Trey. He's off on that one. Indiana's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Temple, guarded by Holiday. Here's Irving. That one wide left. And so Holiday will bring it up for Indiana. Now the pass to Warren. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
When T.J. Warren is being aggressive, good things tend to happen. Puts the defense in a tough spot there.
That free throw good from Warren. He doesn't get the second one. The Nets with the lead. Stolen by Brogdon. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Outside Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brogdon bonus. Over Irving. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Burnett shooting 40% in the fourth. Left side Harris unloads from 13. The Pacers pull it in.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Here's Temple. By Brogdon.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
It's the Nets now. The Pacers making the shot. Count that one. The Indiana lead has been cut down to 1 and the bucket from Irving.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Holiday with it. Pass to Sabonis. The feed to McDermott. Banked in off the glass. Sabonis has got 22 points.
We are talking about 6'11", 240 pounds of nothing but big-time athlete. Domantas Sabonis doing work.
Sabonis with the steal. And now the fast break. Brogdon with the ball. Here's Warren. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
T.J. Warren under duress. Big-time moment. No problem.
Like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Irving against Irving attacking. That one falls. Irving's got 31.
We all know that Irving wants to be the man that usually finds a way.
Passing here by Indiana. This is it to Brogdon. And another field goal. Get 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
But Domantas Sabonis is one of the outstanding passers from the post position that we have in today's game. If you're open...
Now, here is Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got 3 points.
Now, when the game is on the line...
3 points.
You attack, good things happen.
It's good.
Embrace the challenge, TJ Warren. Big time shot, it's my time.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They trail by 4. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Our Jordan player of the game, Domantas Sabonis.
He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game. Fellas?
Thank you, David. Here's Irving after Malcolm Brogdon's bucket. Oh, trying for it, and Brooklyn turns it over again. One second separating the shot clock and game clock. And now we've got the intentional foul. And that makes it a 7-point lead. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Pacers. So it's Indiana picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.